So, and now you're no one but you. You're fully accountable. Oh, this is what I'm creating. Oh, I see. This is what I'm creating. I'm not in denial anymore. You get what I'm saying? You're no longer in denial of the fact of I have created this. And I see a lot of people do that, especially in relationships. In relationships is the most like, oh, he did this or she did that, and he's this and he's that, or these people over here, they're this way, and, everywhere I go, it don't matter what, these people over here, they're that way. And you want got to ask the question, what are you doing? What are you doing to create that? How come everywhere you go, people are this way? Or whatever, why is it just him? Doesn't it take, or why is it just her? Doesn't it take, two people? Does it take, multiple people to tangle? You attracted that. And that's what that accountability factor and being aware in the moment does for you. And, and you really go within and be gentle with yourself, but you also, it's a checking mechanism. You check yourself. You say, you know what? My thoughts is this way. My cipher was like this. I was in an old paradigm or old cycle of thinking. And because I was in that paradigm, this creation was happening. And sometimes this creation goes on for months and years. And some people live a lifestyle being in this type creation, and they don't experience the higher levels of joy, the higher levels of peace, the higher, they don't experience the heaven that they can experience because they didn't take the time in the moment to be aware. You know what I mean? And it's subtle. It is subtle. It's just as subtle as you looking up and seeing the sun rise and seeing the sun fall. That moment you're being still. That moment you are just being aware. And in that awareness, you appreciate the moment. You get joy from that. You smile inside. That feeling right there that you get is for all of us. And that feeling that you get can be in the moment, a moment-to-moment experience. You know what I mean? And in that, creating in that moment, you will have a perpetual continuation of feeling that bliss. Just as you will get a lot of pain of not being aware, and you continue to create that, you will stay in that, and in that cycle. The next level is in awareness. You can get that same joy and peace in a higher vibration, more of awareness mode. Once again, this is King Justice, Blog Talk Radio Momentarian, and I've been building for the last 30 minutes on being aware in the moment and moving in a spontaneous vibration these days. And when I say spontaneous, it's in rhythm, in balance with what I am creating, what I am aware of, what I'm attracted. Not being attached to any thoughts or ideas, but being aware and enjoying and experiencing all of it in the moment. And that's a beautiful place to be, and because that place only brings me to more and more joy, more and more of my bliss, and it allows me to realize I can create even more. Because remember, we talked about awareness first, and then when you become aware that you're creating something, then the next mode is you become, in your being, you become a doer. And you continuously do in the moment. You continuously are doing, you're doing and experience the most optimal levels of self. So for now, I'm going to move to a tune. It's a drum beat. I was talking about rhythm, and I was talking about us as a people. Love to dance, music, sound vibration. Everything is rhythm. Like right now, it's raining. You know what I mean? So I can hear the rain in the background. You know, and at the same time, somebody's driving down the street. Someone in their house is making love. You know, everything is coexisting at the same time. The wind might be blowing slightly. You know, and everything in the universe and on this earth is in rhythm. You know, and it's a natural balance. So when one is aware and awake and tune themselves to get into that rhythm, that balance, it will be such a flow that you now experience your bliss in that. And that's why we have frustration. That's why people have worry and all that, because they don't really tap into that. You know, I'm not saying that these thoughts don't come through, but I'm saying let them stream through. Be aware, look at them, but then let them pass. And then as that energy pass, go with the rhythm which the flow went. Go with the tide and not against the tide. So check this drum beat out, and I will be forth. Hotel. Yeah, that was a live drum beat. And this is King Justice on Blog Talk Radio Momentarian. And the beat was for the rhythm. And the rhythm is us, everything in us. You know, we as humans are nothing but the instrument. We are an instrument. And when one tunes self to the vibration of the planet, then you can operate in a true harmony, you know, and be in harmony. And there's a lot of things that we do to get out of that harmony, and that's why we are experiencing a lot of the effects. However, that is known right now it's more about being aware of how to move forward and how to experience the highest, your highest experience, your highest bliss.